70D dead. D for dead. Dead. I'm sitting here with a dead 70D. What happened? Well, everything's happened to this 70D since I got it. I've had it, what, about 2 years now. And it's one of two 70Ds that I use for filming. I'm using the second one up here filming now. And it's a very good camera. Very small, and with the dual pixel autofocus, it's a dream to use. Having said that, the other day, switched it on, dead. Thought it was the battery, changed the battery. I haven't actually got one in here at the moment. Put the battery in, switched it on, dead, just like it is now. Nothing happening. Went online, as you do in this day and age. When anything happens, go online to find out if I could, if anybody else had this issue with a 70D not coming on. To my surprise, not. There were thousands and thousands of people, literally thousands of people with the same issue, 70Ds suddenly not coming on. There was also a lot of people with this error 80 message. They'd get an error 80 message in the screen, and then the machine wouldn't switch on. I never had no error 80 message, it just went dead. So, question, what to do about it? I recently, 1 year ago, I had this machine repaired. I had an unfortunate accident where it ended up in the sea. It was dead. No one wanted to look at it. I sent it to a place, funnily enough, called Sending Cameras. You send in the cameras, yeah? They said they'd fix it. They fixed it. Cost an arm and a leg, cost a bomb, but because it was my first 70D, kind of grew attached to it. So I threw the money at it. They replaced the board. This is what they told me. They replaced 2 boards, the innards, got the thing working. Cost an arm and a leg, that's fine. Gave me a warranty for a year. Excellent. 1 year later, just outside the warranty, this died again. So I brought it back to the shop. They looked at it, told me it's going to cost me another arm and a leg to repair this 70D. That's when I looked online to find out what was going on, because I know they have tear downs of these machines online. And being a, I used to be an electronic engineer, so I know I could open this up easily and replace what needs to be replaced. A lot of the charge that they're going to actually charge you in these shops is labor, and the labor charges tend to be a lot more than the parts. So I thought, if I can get the parts, send for the parts, I can do it myself. I have no problem opening up gear and replacing boards. Sure enough, you can get the board online, and there was a teardown, online that showed you exactly where all the screws are, how to open up this thing, get into the back, replace the main board. It's a bit of a gamble because it might not be the main board, but you could get the board for, I think it's £200. If you sent off to Canon, you could get a board for £200. This repair shop's charging more than £200 just to fit the board. Yeah. The problem again is, after doing research online, some people have done the repair. They've actually opened their machines. They've replaced the board, and it's not worked properly. And that's because Canon is sending out these boards that are not programmed. There's a machine that you've got to stick the board on and program the chips before you put it in. So if you just get the board, the bare board from Canon, and you're able to, exchange it, chances are only some of the features will work. Some won't work because it's not properly programmed. This is another way they get to extort money out of you. Canon, extorting money out of you. It's so annoying. It is so annoying because this is a good machine. It served me well, but I'm thinking it's time to let it die. I'm thinking it's time to let this die, because I know I could get one used for about 300 quid. So why am I paying £500 to repair a machine that will probably repeat this in another year? Because this is a known issue. You see, the 70D, as brilliant as it is, it gets really hot if you're shooting, and I reckon it's mainly the people who use this for video who are suffering this problem. Because when you shoot for over half an hour, this thing gets so hot. It gets so hot. Yeah. Remember, it's working for half an hour. It is, the dual pixel focus is working. Everything's working hard, hard, hard. This isn't designed to be a video camera. You know, it isn't designed to roll for that long. This is designed to be a video camera and roll for that long. This is a little Sony thing that I've been using in the meantime, and I'm going to do a review on this, and I'm telling you, Canon, this is kicking the spots off of you. You know, for a fraction of the price, you need to get your stuff sorted. Anyway, back to the 70D. So here we have a dead 70D. I don't think I'm going to repair it. I might do. I might just put it on the shelf and get round to it when I get round to it. Or I might just leave it, let it die, and just move on to something else. You know, I see these people come online and they make these videos of why I left Canon. I'm beginning to see why. You know, this is a major problem. A lot of people are having this problem after a year, 2 years with their 70D. It overheats. This thing has not been made with the correct heat sinks on there that can dissipate the amount of heat that it needs to dissipate. And after a while, it is shutting down. It's burning itself up. So, you know, I do love my Canons. I've got a load of Canon gear. I've got Canon gears from back in the day. I've got Canon DV cams that I've had for 8, 9, 10 years. And that's one of the reasons why I like the professional stuff, because the professional stuff is made to a different grade that can last, you know, it can last a good while. These 70Ds, these double-digit Ds, are semi-professional stuff. And as a result, they're not made quite as well as the pro stuff. So, I don't know. Is it worth upgrading to an 80D? Have they learnt the lessons? Will we be hearing about 80D shutting down this time next year after they've served their time? I don't know. Canon, you need to sort yourself out, man. You need to sort yourself out. Now, I'm hearing that in other countries, they've started campaigns about this. You know, the Canon Era 80. And in Brazil, I think it is, I heard, don't know if it's true, I've heard that Canon in Brazil are repairing these for free. So Canon UK, if you are listening, you need to sort this out. Unless you want mass exodus, you need to sort it out, man. Sort it out. It's a good camera, but if it's an issue, if I'm going to have to be replacing this, if this one that I'm filming with now is going to be dying within the next year or so, you need to be replacing these boards, man. You need to be sorting it out. We can't be paying £400 or £500 at these service centers just to replace a board. What is that about? It's extortion. Sort yourself out. Rant over.